Welcome to Kĩgongona program. I am Njaũ Gĩkũyũ from NG Science. Today, we are looking at the churches. They are the ones which have, made Africa not to grow. The reason why you are not seeing development in Africa. The churches are a reason, and I tell you, churches. One thing you have to understand about churches, I have to be very clear that my interest is to make people know the right God, the real God, benefit from cosmology, benefit from spirituality, and benefit a lot. But then the problem is, although some people are going to church and claiming God, their main interest is not that. Because if your interest for real is God, then you would be interested with the real one. I've told you prior, and I'll continue telling you, the real God, the real creator who created everything, abode in a mountain in Kenya, Mwenenyaga, Mount Kenya. And I am telling you this, and it won't matter if people will believe, because people are part of the creation, they are within it, they are part of the animals, and we have other animals which are not clothing like people. And I'm telling you, things are allocated separately, because even when you are doing things, you are not doing because of yourself. You are doing because you are created, because of being enabled. You don't even choose how you are looking. You didn't choose your personality. But then you have evil people who can despise God, who can despise the creation, who can do abominable things and cause pain. And the start of the church, it is from the evil people, from the Romans. And we cannot cleanse the churches. They cannot be cleansed, because you cannot cleanse something which was not good at some point. Because it doesn't mean that the churches were good and then no, it's not like that. So the solution is to prohibit them and criminalize them. Even convert them to schools, to research centers. You can, you find a way, you seek means. Because when you find excuses, you will continue being behind. Because it doesn't mean that success is at the future. That time is not there. Because it doesn't matter the time. Everything is God-given. Creation is there because of God. The reason why we are having days and nights is because of the sun is giving us light, because we are at a globe. The earth is looking like a globe, and even water is having occupying the larger part, not even the lands, which have made even people kill each other, even making people having programs of killing Africans to have Africa. But it's unfortunate, because you cannot be able to achieve this. When people die, they discover they were doing very futile work. And in Kenya, Kenya churches, the missionaries, they were working for the British government. They were not, the interest of the church was not to help people know God or spirituality. So now, there will not come a point that they will transform or change and, be like that, no. Because even prior to that, before that, the people who are there, they knew God and they knew spirituality. They even used to do rituals. And they were good people, they were dressing well, they were even living a good life. And in Kenyan communities, they were working together in harmony. But then when the colonizer came, British was the worst colony. It was using divide and rule, making people kill each other. Everywhere Britain went, there were deaths, there were agony, pain. Even in Tasmania, Britain wanted to kill all the Aborigines. And in Kenya, they wanted to kill the Gĩkũyũ, because they were doing it. It's unfortunate, let me tell you. History is having a lot of pain. And I'm telling you, everything which has ever been done and is being done is also, happening at another universe, because, it doesn't mean that you are the only one. Life is not physical. It's not just for granted. You are at pure energies, because you are energy, your body is a shell, and you are given ability to do things. A positive one, a negative one, and a neutral ability not to do this. And you are warned from doing negative things. But you can see in churches, they are having shenanigans, saying that there is a Satan who is making people to sin, but there is not like that. Even there is no purpose for such, and they have never been Satan, and there will never be Satan. And even children are learning that at school. Another problem, people are idolized. Even prophets are idolized. Jesus was a prophet. And Jesus was born through ordinary means. It was rituals transformed Jesus to perform miracles. But you can see in churches, they are claiming that Jesus died for our sins, but they are not specifying the sins or saying example of those sins, because they are not there. They are just things which are, to confuse people. Churches have brought confusion. So what I am telling you is, the law, when you sin, you are the one who will pay, because you are not sinning because of a mistake. God knew what you can do before you did it. because you are doing God, so you are using the God's resources to do everything. So that's why there is the law and the commandment. But evil people and greedy people came, and it's unfortunate. But then in the 21st century, I would tell Kenyans, if your main interest, your pure interest, is to help people know the real God and to bring changes in Kenya, transform Kenya, then you have to align yourself with the truth. And I've told you, for me, the reason why I'm able even to talk guy matters to such depth. When I was in a university, for me, I was interested with African things. Even the research I was doing, the course I was doing actually was more even involved in research, BSc Applied Statistics with computing. And the people you are schooling with, also they had the interest with the research, even if they were not Gĩkũyũ. They could embrace their own tribes, and then we come together. That's what we should do, because when we come together, just Kenyans, we have other things. The tribalism concept is the one dividing people. I'm telling you, the colony was from Britain, and Britain are evil people. They have caused pain, and I'm telling you, they did not benefit themselves, because when you do wrong, you cannot benefit. Even the creator is not doing wrong. You don't do things because of their ability. Actually, when you are greedy, you can't benefit, because you just think life is just humanly, and just because of the other things which are at one globe, kill for them, do what, even make viruses, kill people, because people have been killed a lot, suffered a lot. But then in the 21st century, there will be cosmic changes, and you see black people transforming, Africa transforming, and I'm telling you, there is no difference between then and now. I'm telling you, that time is not there, because everything is allocated even that time, and the creator is there. The creator knew what will be done before it was being done, but the people don't know the real God. But then they will in the 21st century. I'm telling you, God is perfect, creation is perfect, and the name of God will depend on how God manifested. Because community don't speak the same language, but the context matter. Even when you are asking for water, you will not be using the same language, but you will be talking of the same thing. So I'm telling you, the concept is what is mattering, because God is the creator of everything, of all, and is abiding here in Kenya. And God is involved in everything, even people who are dead, because they are there as spirit. So that's why, for me, I'm having this pursuit for churches to be criminalized in Kenya. And when we do it, when the judicially prohibit the churches, Kenya will transform and grow a lot. And we need to come together as Kenyans for us to know the colonial lies, so that we can do away with them. So that we can, what matters is that my interest is to do pure things, actually. Perhaps for you, your interest is not to help, but then when you are like that, you are being known by divinity. I'm telling you, these are pure things. And if you want to benefit, align yourself with the truth, because the truth is like that. The people who brought churches were evil, people like Emperor Constantine, and he killed other people, and he was bringing the church not to help people know God, like you can think, no. And also in Africa, churches were brought to enable colonialism, not to help even people. So I'm telling you, churches cannot be of God identity. They will never benefit people. They are useless, for real. So what we can do to benefit ourselves is to embrace our cultural heritage. Our tribes are not there by mistake. It is a lot of wealth we can invest in, do research. In every community, there are good people and evil ones. Let's embrace the good ones, because the good people are the ones who give us the light. Let me tell you. And we have to embrace, let me tell you, because we can grow a lot. I'm telling you, there are a lot of lies. Even Europeans, lying people with money. Because I've told you prior, money is also fake, in an essence that it is using natural numbers, and numbers are God-given. They are not from as a country, and those numbers are put at a paper or a coin from metal, minted or digitally, and there is nothing somehow can be shown and told it is money. And the resources used to make the dollar, they can be used to make any other currency or for any other country regardless. Because I'm telling you, it is something humanly, but it is used to divide people, claiming some things are higher the US, I don't know, is no, but every country is at a globe, and people are not doing things because of those other things. So it's so unfortunate. When we want to benefit ourselves in Kenya, let's embrace the truth and the facts and the reality for us to benefit. Let's prohibit churches, because they are useless. They will never help us know the real God. And the problem is those people who are in churches, they are not working hard to eliminate them and know how to bring new solutions. They are even building them and investing in them. And that's the problem. Because they don't even know God for real. I'm telling you, even where there is harm, you can't know even spiritual attacks. Because, for instance, when the witchcraft is used to kill someone, the doctors will go to do the post-mortem and look at what killed the body. But then when there are other outer forces which were used, you can't know unless you use divine means which are there from Mount Mwenenyaga. At a court, when someone is lying, or the judge will not know, but when you use psychic means from the Araika Mugwaja, you will be knowing, because there are fake people who can even cry, fake cries in courts. But I'm telling you, even if there are people humanly or don't do anything, I'm telling you, because people are in a creation, everyone must pay for what they have done in purely, because you cannot escape with anything. God cannot do all that, create all that creation, and like a way to punish you. There are mechanisms which are not known by people who are in churches, because they are not helping people know God. They are just, for that sadaka, even from taking from kids, it's so unfortunate. You cannot go. It doesn't mean the problems we are having are real or natural. No. That's because people don't know the truth, and they are continuing to embrace the churches. I've told you, Islam is okay, because Islam is having if you want to know if there is a real God, look at two things: radiation from Kĩgongona, also from the outer space, and the science element. For in Kenya we have Mount Mwenenyaga, the most powerful, even hosting the Ark of the Covenant since 1210 AD, and major prophets, even people have come there. Let me tell you, even people who have founded great things. Prophet Muhammad also came there with Abu Bakr, and went to the mountain. Also the Prophet Moses, written at the Bible, the Sinai they went is that Mount Mwenenyaga. There are evil people who don't want you to know. They don't want you. They want you first to hate who you are and think that no, your forefathers were good people. They were doing pure things. Europeans are criminals who have been looting and doing a lot of unfortunate things. But now it's their times are now, and you see the negotiation of the cosmic energy. And I've told you, don't interpret my matters. They are pure. You end up losing your life for real, because I'm telling you, people are animals, and when you are a stupid one, you would benefit for it, because you are not contributed anything. Everything you are doing, you are enabled, even the things you are having, and it is all because of those things. That humanly alignment does not matter, because actually people align to themselves. They don't know creation for real, don't know divinity for real. And I'm telling you, when we embrace the right God, the real one, we will benefit a lot, and Kenya will be a superpower in the 21st century. Thank you very much.